What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cast Me Outside. I'm your host, Aaron Scholl, and today I'm with a very funny comedian, Dom Driscoll, ex-plumber, current bouncer, all-around funny, fun dude. How's it going, man?
What is up, Aaron? How you doing, man?
We're just hanging out at the tail end of a Tuesday night open mic here at the world-famous Harrisburg Comedy Zone. How did you do? I missed your set.
I'll tell you what, dog. I actually had fun tonight.
Yeah. Weird
You
energy.
It was interesting,
Yeah.
because we had new comics from out of town. We still had the regulars that aren't comics,
Yeah.
just being goofy as always. It felt raw. It felt good,
Yeah, Tuesdays are special because it kind of is just for the comedians. So there's this like looseness, this like back and forth kind of like just hanging.
Man. It's a workshop mic. I would rather come here and try out new stuff than go to 90% of the places around here.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time. You had a good set too.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I had like a bunch of new one-liners and some of
Yeah.
them hit. I'm going to have to go back and see if I
You
can
said,
keep any of them.
You were up there and you were like, "Ooh, another day in the mines.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Another day."
Well, how do you feel? Do you feel like you come up with material quick enough?
No.
Yeah, me too. I'm doing jokes from 3 years ago, and I'm 3 years in, so I'm doing day one jokes still.
I had an epiphany when we did the competition. I had an epiphany where I did jokes that I did at the competition the year before.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the hell am I doing as a comedian? I can't come up with a new 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? So now I'm really motivated to just be better, be good, be an actual comic, get 15 minutes of writing in every day. I'm journaling again.
Yeah, journaling, that's huge.
Yeah.
I want journaling to happen. What I do is I clean my desk, and then I have my nice desk, and
There
I
you
sit
go.
down and I'll write in my journal. And the next day I throw a bunch of crap in my desk, and that next night there's no room to sit down and write in my journal. So it's like, once a month we journal.
So right now, as you know, being a bouncer at a strip club, I get a lot of time sitting in the cuck chair, and over the time I've been promoted to sitting in the cuck bunker where I have a desk. I have all the cameras on
Do
the
you
screens.
hang up pictures in
and
your
stuff.
cuck bunker?
I do. I have my girlfriend wins a lot of rubber ducks.
Okay.
And I put them in there in the cuck bunker, It's, you know what I mean. And I'm journaling.
Traumatized
while I'm
rubber
working.
ducks.
Some trauma. They've seen a lot.
They've seen a lot of.
They've seen a lot. I got one that looks like Superman.
Yeah.
It's not looking too hot, dude. And my goal, I just take my journal out and I just sit it there right in front of me while I'm working,
The blank page.
Yeah, and whatever I think is funny pops up and I write it down, and it feels really good. And I just started doing that, so I hope I keep doing it,
Yeah, I kind of do. I open up a Google Doc. I'll kind of do stream of consciousness. And if something seems like close to a joke, I'll put some asterisks next to it. And then I'll move those into another document. Because, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been
Not that
there.
my ideas don't necessarily come out fully fledged. There's a lot of like bouncing and just random writing just to write in between bits.
Yeah, man. It really makes you like realize how hard of an art form we picked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or just how to find the like consistency.
Yeah. I mean, look at, what's that guy? Jackson Pollock.
Yeah,
That guy literally was throwing that at the wall.
throwing it. Yeah,
Like, he literally
Channel
threw it
him.
at the wall, dude. Like,
take your shit, throw it at the wall.
that guy made millions. He's probably got like good air conditioning going on in his house right now.
Yeah, that guy has heated floors. That's like the upper crust of rich people when they have the heating in the floors.
Oh, dude, I remember one time when I was doing my service work, I met a guy that had a turntable in his garage.
And for you, that was like, oh,
I was
shit.
like, oh my God. He had so you open up his garage, you pull in, you park, and then the floor rotates the car around.
Oh, that's what you mean by a turntable.
Yeah.
You don't mean like a record player.
I'm talking like a straight up like mechanism in his garage, dude. I was like, that's rich.
I need to see the side of my car, and I do not want to walk around it.
Yeah.
The beep.
I want to save 10 seconds of my day every day.
For energy. I don't even, yeah, exactly.
You know?
I pull in and I pull out. That makes sense. You're the person who told me Ozzy Osborn died. For future historians, today's the day Ozzy died.
Ozzy Osborn, man. What a legend.
Yeah.
His last concert. Did you hear about his last concert?
It was a few months ago. That's kind of all I heard.
So he raised like tens of millions of dollars with that concert, and he put it towards Parkinson's research.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
You know, like I feel like out of all the things to kill Ozzy Osbourne, Parkinson's is definitely the saddest. You know?
I know a little bit about Parkinson's. I think it has something to do with dopamine. Like your dopamine receptors are shot.
He's just vibrating.
Yeah.
You're just vibrating. You can't really control your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I feel like of all the ways to go, Parkinson's is definitely the toughest because mentally you're there.
Yeah, but your shit just doesn't work. That'd be so frustrating. You ever try to pick up something tiny? You're not quite as old yet, but like you try to pick up something tiny and your hands just isn't doing what it should do.
Oh my God, dude. Like, I don't know.
I'm give up.
I'm not very dexterous to begin with.
Yeah.
You know? I've never been able to play the guitar. I got caveman meat hooks right now. Well, not right now, forever. You know? Like
meat hooks for life.
Meat hooks, dude. I'm built like a henchman. All right. If I get Parkinson's, I'm fucked.
Dom's like, I'm a bouncer. I've never fought anybody.
I've never had to. I never had to, bro. You know what I do at the club whenever someone's acting unruly?
Stand next to him.
I stand next to them and I say, how much do you enjoy being where you're at right now?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I like it. And I was like, okay, then act differently or else you're going to be removed, you know?
Don't kick me out of the titty clubhouse, please.
Yeah. And I'll even kick people out and be like, I'm not going to ban you.
Yeah.
All right. But today was not good.
You good cop them.
I gentle parent these guys, you know, because the best thing I like to say is whenever they get really crazy with me is that I just say hey man, get out of here, call your mom, go home. Yeah. you know what I mean? That's what it's all about, man. Like everybody is so quick to anger these days, man. Everybody is so passionate about things that truly aren't as important as they think they are, you know?
Yeah. In the moment, it's really easy to get caught up in some bullshit.
Yeah, man. You know, I don't know. I don't know how you were raised as a person, Aaron. I bet you were kind of a smart guy growing up, right? You're middle ground guy.
Yeah,
right?
pretty college prep guy.
Yeah, not me, dude. They're like, Dom, we think you have water in your brain. We think that you're not like other kids.
What's wrong with Dom? Extra water? I don't.
Yeah, you know. And I remember going up to my grandma, and I'm like, Grandma, they told me I got water in my brain. This is fucked up. I don't know what to do, Grandma. I didn't swear, of course, but the passion. And my grandma looked at me and he was like, well, some people just got drier brains than you. And ever since then, I just haven't really cared about what people think. You know what I mean? I remember trying to learn English. And I was like, I don't understand how to read. I can't read. I'm dyslexic.
As your first language.
My first language was Spanish.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And they're watching Shrek 2.
In Espanol? Or no?
Espanol with English subtitles.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't even read the English subtitles. It was useless.
Yeah, you need a starting point.
Yeah. So I was watching Shrek and I was like, hell yeah. Eddie Murphy's hilarious. You know? And then, over time, it started clicking and stuff, But that was the movie. It was Shrek 2 and Speed Racer, surprisingly enough.
The live action one?
Yeah.
Okay, I never seen that.
I probably watched that over 1,000 times.
To learn English.
Yeah.
And how's your driving?
Good.
Good, yeah.
0 accidents.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, man. In the van too.
In the van, yeah. That's a lot of vehicle for the average driver.
Yeah, man. You know what the trick is to drive in the van? I listen to sea shanties while I'm driving.
Yeah, you feel like a pirate, a sea pirate.
The boat.
Yeah.
The boat, dude.
Yeah, we had like a
Yeah.
Pontiac that was like one of those big cars.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
dude, just
dude.
the bounce on it.
Oh man, dude.
It was a Buick, I'm sorry.
There's
Yeah.
nothing better than just on the turnpike. You're going 80 on the turnpike.
You go 80 in that thing?
It's a rough 80.
Okay.
It's a fun 80.
I had like a 1997 Pontiac Sunfire. It was a Sunflower. It was cute. It was precious. That was a Sunfire, and it shook at 75. It was like
Oh
and
man,
the magic fingers at 80 at 75. So I didn't push it.
you weren't around when I first started comedy. When I first started comedy, I drove a 2000 Toyota Camry
Okay.
that I got at a
So
estate
workhorse.
auction, and it was sitting for so long that all of the seals in the windows broke.
Oh, weird.
Like it dry rotted out.
Yeah.
So whenever it rained, the water just like pooled into the floor of the car.
God.
So I took a drill and I just drilled
Right through the
into
hole.
the floor.
Yeah.
You know?
Tom, you used to be a plumber, man. That's like a lot of hands-on tool stuff. And now you guys
hate
you would rather, you're happier with your position now, kind
I'm
of
so happy.
vibing and keeping the club in
You know,
good working order.
when I worked construction, I'm a big dude. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
But like,
Widest back in comedy.
I'm above average size. All right. And when that happens, you end up doing all of the heavy bullshit. I'm the guy with the jackhammer cutting through concrete.
Yeah.
I'm the guy in the trench with the tamper. You know what a tamper is?
Yeah. Yeah. Just presses down asphalt.
No.
Okay. Then I
No,
don't know.
a tamper. So whenever you dig a hole, right, you can't just like have that loose dirt there. You have to tamp it down so it's secure to hold weight. All right. You don't know this because you're a white collar man. All right. So what you have this tamper, which is like a shopping cart with the soul of a bull or a bucking bronco. And it's this thing that has a motor that just hits this piston in the ground and it bounces up and down at varying speeds.
Okay.
Right. So I did that for like 10 hours straight.
How's your forearms after that? Just absolutely cooked.
Yeah, dude, fucking. I would have days where like my hands would get so swollen that it
Yeah.
would rip my gloves.
Just like residual. I mean, I've
Yeah.
weed whacked, which is like probably 1/10 of that. The weed whacker be vibrating, yo.
Oh, dude, like that's what I was doing when I worked blue
Yeah.
collar because like I was the only guy who could handle it, you know. So now that I'm working this job where I'm just like making sure that like these girls are in good hands, you know what I mean? Because like you think about it, right? Like you imagine being a comedian, right? And every time you went on stage, you just had a terrible heckler ruining your set every single time.
Yeah, a heckler who was in love with you.
Yeah.
But in a
Yeah.
bad way.
Yeah, just like obsessed with you.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the center of attention the entire time. Can you imagine how shitty that would be?
Yeah, dude, it sucks when someone likes you and you don't like them.
Exactly. And these girls have to deal with that every day. That's their full-time job, Aaron.
Yeah.
So I'm there to make sure that they're just having a good time, making good money, paying their taxes,
Getting home safe.
getting home safe,
Yeah.
dude, not driving home drunk. That's what my job is. And I honestly, it feels like, like in agriculture, right? Like with dairy farms and everything, right? They kill all of the male cows for meat,
Yeah.
right? But they keep the good ones. And they have those bang the female cows and keep them in their own
Yes,
thing, right?
little
I
cow
feel like I
stunts.
made it out of the meat factory. I feel like I'm out of the meat grinder, dude. I'm out there just hanging out,
Yeah.
doing my own thing, comfortable, feeling good, dude. I got a freaking amazing girlfriend. And I'm just hanging out, being healthy, making good decisions, and keeping the girls safe. And it feels great, you know?
Yeah, a job where you're just hanging out. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of is like if you have to work kind of like, I'm not saying your job's dead end, but for me, like if I have to work a dead end job, it's like, well, I would like to work one where I can move around a little bit and it feels like hanging out most of the time.
Yeah. Dude, today there was nobody at the club. You know what I did? I just sat there with my journal and just wrote in my journal.
Yeah.
I just journaled the entire day. It was wonderful. You know?
Yeah, I started carrying around a little journal. It's nice. It's hard for me to be like consistent with it, but like just carrying it around feels good because I'm like, okay, I know if inspiration strikes. And I've kind of turned my journal into like a collage book. I'll like put stickers in it. I'll like put flyers from comedy shows in it. So it's like a nice kind of way to build memories without like the fucking devices.
Do you believe in ghosts and spirits?
Dude, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm like super open to ghosts.
So this is what I do with journals. Ghosts and spirits, right? I go to Barnes and Nobles. I go to the journal section. I pick up 3 journals that I think that I would like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go into a secluded spot, usually in the weird like rom-com section, right?
The travel section.
I take the 3 journals that I like and I throw them in the air and I turn around, right? I turn around with my eyes closed and I open up and the first one I focus on is the one I buy.
Okay, cool.
You know?
See, I think I'm going to be like a go-to one. Like I'm going to buy this type of journal, and then when I fill that up, I'm going to go and buy that same exact type of journal.
Yeah, but you're not going to fill that up. You're not going to do that.
Old me wouldn't. Me who's carrying it around everywhere. I'm like 60% through with this one.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like once you get a connection to something, you have a connection to writing that journal. That I picked that journal. It was chosen through me by the higher powers that I don't understand.
Yeah, it kind of helps motivate you to be like,
100%.
Oh, this journal is fate.
Yeah, look at this one. Look at this. I'm gonna pull out my journal, dude. I was out with the lady buying her a Lego set.
Cha-chang. Oh,
Look
dang.
at that thing,
that's
dude.
shiny.
It called out to me, dude.
That is cool.
This is the 8th one.
the 8th wonder of the journaling world.
Yeah. It's 8th journal full of titty jokes and you know,
it's all about my dad in here.
Yeah.
Just Daddy,
man.
dearests.
I feel like do I do too much material about solely my dad? Do I sound like I have daddy issues?
No, you have like that one chunk. You just have the coloring book chunk, really.
Yeah.
Like maybe when you had a heart attack, you talked about him a little bit, but I haven't heard you talk about heart attack dad in a while.
Oh, dude, he had another one.
Oh, and I'm so sorry, dude. I don't mean that. I don't mean to like make a face like that.
It's actually really funny.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's actually like, sorry if you didn't want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I just don't want to be like ha ha ha
Dude,
ha.
this is. I'm actually thinking about turning this into another joke. Okay. My dad's health has been a joke the entire time I've been his son. All right. So I don't know if you knew this about me, Aaron, but I used to have some serious addiction issues with opiates, specifically Percocet, right?
Oh shit.
And when I moved into my trailer, I was still, partaking in the Percocet. But the problem is that I got my couch that I had in my trailer into my trailer while I was on Percocet, right? But now I'm clean. I'm no longer on the Percocet.
Good for you.
But I have this couch that I don't know how I got into my trailer.
Dude, Percocet, you bend the laws of physics.
Dude, I had to have, dude. It took me and my buddy Joe probably. So I told my dad to come over at the end just to pick it up, put it in his truck, and take it to his dump site, right? My dad shows up an hour early, and he's just looking at me while I'm trying to destroy my couch.
You have to chop it up to get it out.
I had to chop it up, dude. I had to freaking destroy this couch to get it out the door.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah,
it's like a ship in the bottle. It's like, I was on Percocets and I just put all these ships in the bottle. I'm like,
how did I do this?
I would like to get you out, actually.
Yeah. I didn't know how to do it, so I had a freaking crowbar and a hammer trying to take apart my couch.
So what is it? What's the high like? Is in my mind like
Percocet?
In my mind, like
there's no high.
Okay.
It's just a comfortable low. You know what I mean?
So how do you think you did it? You think you're just persistence, or?
Yeah.
You were just like so zen. You were
I just
like,
did it. I just did it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know I don't know how I did it. I don't know who was there. I just had a couch in my trailer,
Fuck yeah.
you know? But now I'm a clean man. I don't have the mystic laws of opiates.
Yeah, reality.
Yeah.
I contend with reality.
Yeah. I have
One,
to-
yeah, on an equal, on a level playing field.
you know, and my dad was just sitting there. He shows up an hour early, right? And he's just watching me just destroy my
wow.
couch. And he's just like, I failed you as a father. And I'm like, Dad,
Yeah.
can you just help me destroy my couch so we get out the door? And he goes, you know, I had a heart attack last week, but I didn't tell you because I didn't want to stress you out.
He's worrying about your heart.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. It's like, what?
Obviously, he runs in the genes. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so why are you gonna fucking help me move my couch when you just had a heart attack? What are you doing, you crazy guy?
Yeah.
You know?
That is crazy.
Yeah, dude. So I got the couch out.
Yeah.
It
How many pieces? Not
3.
Okay. Not gracefully.
Pop, pop. I found a machete at one point.
Really?
It took a
You
lot.
were just like hacking through it.
Yeah, I went full Aztec on the
Yeah.
couch. It got bad. Yeah.
Like I'm not a lazy boy. I don't know any couch jokes.
Nah, dude. Lazy boy's crazy, dude. I don't know. I feel like it's a crazy time to be alive, Aaron, to be honest with you.
Yeah. What's like what made you feel that recently?
Recently, the Epstein stuff lately.
I know.
Has
Just like
been-
getting fucked.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I like tried to turn I've been off politics for like 6 months, but of course like there's leaks in my ship.
Yeah.
So I hear a little bit about it. And
Oh
just
my
the
God.
idea that that like Trump is like having a temper tantrum, like denying it. Like
Yeah, dude. Like, so now it's like I'm an adult man. When I was a kid, growing up, right? I didn't really understand politics. I didn't follow politics. I was just,
yeah, you were living your life as a kid.
I was
yeah.
trying to graduate high school.
Yeah.
Now I'm an adult, and it's like, okay, so the only guy that's like trying to help me afford a house, also a pedophile, might be hard maybe on being a pedophile, but everybody thinks that he is. You know what I mean? It's like this. All right, here's an example, right? I was at the gym the other day, having a good time, getting a nice bicep pump, right? Doing my thing, doing all ending back day. This guy that I know is a pedophile walks up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I know he is. He's been in the gym. I've avoided him for months. You know what he does? He walks up to me and he says, "Hey, Dom, you're looking jacked."
And what do you say? You say, "Gee, thanks."
Yeah, I said, "Thanks." But, like, he's still a fucking pedophile. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do about that. You know what I mean? Do I take the compliment? Yeah. But did a pedophile give it to me? Yeah. And that's what it's going to feel
That's
like
what
buying a house in the future.
That's what supporting a politician feels like, or accepting help from a politician feels like accepting a compliment from a pedophile.
No, specifically the Epstein file stuff.
Okay.
The politician stuff is cool. I mean, if you want to be a politician, that's awesome, But people are not going to like you sometimes. You thought our job was hard trying to be comics. Imagine, like, you don't have to be funny. You just had to be, like, right.
Yeah, or have conviction. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And just yap, and
You imagine being, like, AOC or JD Vance right now.
I do not pity.
Imagine that, dude.
Yeah, I don't pity them.
Doesn't look fun. Talking for a long time. You got a security guard.
Yeah.
Imagine every time that you went out and you wanked one out, dude. There was a guy outside the door. Just making sure you're alive.
I do imagine that, and it helps. Helps me get the job done quick.
I was thinking about it the other day because of
Being ashamed of masturbating.
yeah, dude, you gotta be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, dude. I fucking
It's like, how thin are the walls
Yeah.
in this house? It's like,
oh, dude, you remember I don't know how like active you are on like political stuff. But do you remember when Hunter Biden's security detail got unfunded?
oh yeah, well, I sort of, yeah,
Hunter Biden, American icon.
yeah.
Dude, just imagine living your entire life. Your dad's a politician. you have a secure house your entire life. All of a sudden, it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know how it works with the Secret Service.
And you're addicted to crack.
And yeah, dude, paranoia.
Yeah, you're addicted to crack, and you don't have security anymore.
The Secret Service let me do crack with a piece of mind.
Yeah, dude.
Now I'm just like a paranoid
dude.
crack millionaire.
Now I'm just another crackhead.
Yeah, now I'm just.
You know, that's crazy, dude.
It's a hard knock drug. It really takes a toll on you. Not the social safety net of the American tax dollars.
Dude. Imagine living that life, dude. It's like
just getting anything you want.
Yeah,
all the time.
Not even anything you want, dude. You know what he really... Because, like, when people go crazy, they do all this boisterous stuff, you know, with women, with, you know, like luxuries, guns, things like that. It's because they're insecure about something.
Yeah, filling a void or something.
There's something in their life that isn't right, and that's why they act the way they do, you know? So when whenever I would see those things, like for example, Scott Disick, the Keeping Up with the Kardashians guy, right?
Oh, okay.
And that guy just being an asshole that's clearly addicted to cocaine. You know what I mean?
Is that like one of the girls' husbands or baby daddies?
Like one of the baby dads.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott Disick.
I think I know what he looks like.
My sister watched a lot of it growing up, but I remember watching it and being like, that guy's an asshole. He just needs a better relationship with his father. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there's always something missing with those crazy guys. And when it goes unchecked, it goes bad. You know? It's like, you know, when those swinger people that are swingers go, like, way too weird with it. You know what I mean? It's like, everybody knows it's weird. We don't like it. But HR won't fire you. You're still here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, people can really go overboard trying to, I don't know, do you think they're trying to like escape? I think, is that ultimately what it is? That's how I feel like with the phones. Like, you know, you're just like, you're just sucked into, wherever you are, you're not where you actually are. You're wherever that phone puts you.
Like a dissociation.
Yeah, just a dissociation on demand.
It's crazy. You know, I met a guy today, and he looked at me. He was at the strip club. And he goes, "Hey, Dom, I want to get an executive room. It's a lot of money. My wife is in hospice, and I just want to feel the caress of a woman.
Okay.
I like petite brunettes. Is there anyone you can help me out with?" And I was like, "All right, man, let me help you out." And I walked into that locker room. You know what I did? Right to TikTok. I went right to TikTok.
I burned 15 minutes looking at my phone. And I grabbed.
And I was like, hey, you over there. Get over here.
You want to make some motherfucking money?
Yeah, pretty much, you know? And it's just like, I don't want to fucking think about my fucking wife being in the hospice.
Yeah.
That shit sucks, dude. But, like, that's that guy's life, you know? And I want to just see, you know, God of War video game highlights. You know what I mean?
Did you like strip clubs before you worked at them?
I've only ever worked at them.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I think I've been to 2.
I'm a big dude. I've always worked doors.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, like, I don't know. I've never really been a club guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of depressing.
It's so depressing, you know, because you know, but there's different ways to look at it that I understand, you know, like there's people there that truly feel safe because there's a security guy there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they know it's a kind of a controlled environment.
Yeah,
you can kind of play on the edge, but you're not going to really fall off the cliff at all.
You know, like you can go in there into the club and you know there's not going to be any photos taken of you.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to ask any questions, and as long as you have the money, everyone's going to say yes.
It's like a safe alley, like a safe back alley or something.
Man. Yeah, you want to go out and you want to be someone completely different than you are. You go do it there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the club's for, you know. But then there's also people that just don't have, social awareness. There's people that don't get connections through life. There's people, that whose wives don't love them anymore, and they're only together for the kids. And the only way that they feel contact with anyone that they're attracted to is through strip clubs.
Wow.
That's a real thing, And do I feel like the bad guy sometimes? Yeah, all the time. I've always been the bad guy.
Being like,
look at me. Yeah. I look like the fucking Riddler's henchman, dude. I'm looking like I got question marks all over me if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
But you're the bad guy, as in you like you put a kibosh to the fun or to when things get a little bit too just creepy.
I'm not there because I want to be there. I'm there because it's a good paying job, and I actually care.
And you're not breaking your back.
Yeah, I'm not breaking my back. I want to be able to touch my toes when I'm 60 years old. You know what I mean? It's crazy how the world's gotten because, think about this. This is a crazy one. Before COVID, before OnlyFans, right? The only way you could get to anywhere close to, what the online porn industry is.
Yeah, or like girlfriend experience or like something like that. Yeah.
Is a strip club. That's the only way you could have gotten it back in the day. Now, post-COVID, who the fuck is going to pay $200 for a lap dance when they could just pay $2? You get a 30-minute JOI.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? And that's a jerk-off instruction. Yeah. That's what JOI means. This is rated R now. But,
yeah, man, I don't know. I'm definitely not, I'm not trying to be family friendly. I think I had like a weird goofiness that like could maybe go family friendly, but it's like also comedy, and there's also something freeing to being like, let's just talk about things. And
I was just being honest.
Yeah, letting people be themselves, and like nothing sounds worse than being all stressed out about what someone else says or does.
Yeah,
but like
true.
I just gotta let people be them. Any final words? Like this 30 minutes flew by quick, Dom.
That's true. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I have the baptism show.
Okay.
At Church of Satire that I'm hosting.
Nice. Come out to Hanover, Church of Satire.
Yeah, August 29th.
Not a real church on Instagram, I think.
Yeah. We got
sweet.
Mary Haggerty. We got AJ Briones. We got Matt Anthony.
Also nice.
We got David Lee Scott with his guitar, and we got Dylan Gaffney.
Dude, I know most of those people. I don't know the Mary girl.
She's from Philly.
Cool.
I think she's really funny. Whenever I like to do those shows, it's like some people just deserve it,
Definitely.
And luckily, with the baptism show, I'm able to give people opportunities, which feels good in general, and she deserves that.
All right, cool. So if you're near Hanover, near the Maryland border, come out on the 29th?
29th of August. It's a $15 cover.
Yeah, you get to see some funny up-and-coming comedians, some people getting their first taste of a real show after grinding out open mic for at least months.
Exactly.
But yeah, okay, I'm just going to do my little sign-off, and we'll call her. All right, everyone, that's it for today's episode of Cast Me Outside. It's been a lot of fun, but we're done. Got to run. Thank you this time for your time, and until next time, keep on living and loving. Peace. Thanks, Dom.
That was fun, man.